Even better than I was the last time, baby. Ooh,
ooh, ooh. We back.
What's up, J Team? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, your girl's in an apron. She about to cook. All right, yep, I'm bringing back the cooking videos, y'all. Your girl's about to go ham. I asked you guys on the community tab, what did you want me to cook? I gave y'all 3 options, and the majority said loaded nachos. Now look. When I put that up on there, your girl was craving loaded nachos. Comment below and let me know what makes your loaded nacho different from everyone else's. Make sure to smash that like button, y'all. I want this video to get to 10K likes, and I will gladly start this cooking series. Your girl is so ready because I've been really perfecting my recipes, y'all. Most of the time I don't measure, but I'm starting to get to a point where I really do want to make sure that y'all have the measurements, because some people want to make my recipes and people get frustrated when they don't see the measurements, and I get it. First thing you're gonna need is meat. Obviously, use ground turkey, ground beef, chicken, steak, pork, whatever you want to use. Today, I'm gonna be using ground beef. Usually I do ground turkey, but I'm like, you know what, let's do ground beef, you know? Like my ground beef really chopped up. I don't really like any big fat chunks, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not making meatballs. Garlic powder, of course. Paprika, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, very important. If you want to just use taco seasoning that's already packaged, go ahead. Like, go ahead. We all have done it. It's not that deep. Cumin. 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, okay? This is for the spicy gals, okay? I love some spice. 1 tablespoon of onion powder and some turmeric. So the meat is pretty much cooked, but you just gotta make sure, okay? Make sure. But then again, you don't wanna overcook your meat. You can overcook ground beef, you can. You don't want that.
Nope.
Now I'm gonna drain the meat, put it back in the pan, put it in the seasonings, give it a good stir, taste, see if I need to adjust, salt, all that good stuff. The next thing I'm gonna add is chicken broth. This is unsalted. I don't play about the salt. I like seasoned food, don't try me. But I don't like unnecessary salt. Like, if you really look at the amount of salt that you add in your food, you'll find that you are adding, it's salt in everything. We're gonna add in some chicken broth. You know when you buy the taco seasoning packs and they basically tell you to add some water in it? This basically is the same thing. Because we do want it to get nice and thick. The meat's done. We are going to be making the cheese sauce, which usually, honestly, I kind of just sprinkle some cheese on top. But you know what? Today, we're going to do the cheese sauce because something's telling me that a lot of y'all like that cheese sauce. So I'm going to be making it from scratch. I have my pico de gallo. I feel like I always say that wrong, but it's onion, tomato, cilantro, lime juice, salt. I think that's it. Really simple to make. I've made it from scratch before, but nobody ain't doing that today. Honestly, it's just a whole lot of tedious chopping. When you're making a quick loaded nacho, you don't want to have to do too much of the tedious work. In my loaded nachos, I must have some black beans. Yes. First of all, protein. I have some jalapeno peppers. These are pickled, but I also like fresh jalapenos. If you haven't guessed it already, your girl loves spicy food, so I layer on the spice for sure. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, y'all. A top of lime, and here's my pico, my black beans. now it's time to get our cheese prepared for the cheese sauce. So the best way to make cheese sauce, any cheese sauce, is to use fresh cheese and grate it yourself. Now, I don't always do that, but it is the best option, okay? The best option, not the only, the best. The cheese I'm gonna be using is mild cheddar. I also love Kobe Jack. Sharp cheddar is a little too sharp. It's a little too strong. All right, that is all the cheese. The first thing you're gonna do is make a roux, okay? Some people don't know what a roux is. A roux, in short, is basically butter and flour. It's important to cook that flour in the butter, okay? If you do not thoroughly cook the flour in the butter, it will be very grainy when you eat it, okay? I've made this mistake plenty of times. Actually, in my old mac and cheese video, I made that mistake. Some people caught it, but y'all, my parents called me so quick and was like, we taught you better than that. I'm trying to be a better cook, therefore it's something I'm never gonna forget ever again. Add in 2 tablespoons of butter, and now the flour. This is 1 tablespoon, and just whisk it together. And you'll know when it's cooked when it starts to look like bubbly, foamy. Now add 1 cup of milk, and you're also gonna whisk that in as well. So this is something that you can't walk away from. You need to make sure to be right here. It's starting to thicken, and when it starts to thicken, you want to reduce the heat because now it's time to add in the cheese, but you don't want to boil cheese, okay? It's already hot enough. It's gonna melt the cheese on its own, and that's why you can reduce the heat. As a matter of fact, I actually just turned the stove off because it's hot enough, you know what I'm saying? They're finally ready to load the nachos up. First things first is the chips, okay? Now, I was gonna debate on, you know what? We're gonna do the blue chips, okay? Blue corn tortilla chips. A lot of y'all out there, I don't know if y'all know about these. Let's do both. Let's mix in some colors. I add in the meat. Just drizzle it like this. Ooh. Boy, girl making a mess. You want to make sure that every bite has everything. That's key. I'm about to go off on these nachos. Y'all don't understand. There you go. You know what? Let's just put the whole thing on here. What we playing around for? Some black beans. Yes. Yes. All right, that's enough. Oh man. Ugh. This is about to be so good. A little bit of jalapenos. The lettuce. Oh my goodness. Or cilantro. We're gonna just put all of this on here. Y'all don't understand how your girl do it. And I forgot to make my homemade ranch. Let's put a few limes over here on the side. But when it's time to go down, and the cheese, just a little bit, okay? I know y'all love some cheese out there, but I don't know if I can get with the cheese sauce yet. Oh yeah, definitely some of this. This, see.
A few moments later. 3 hours later.
Ooh, look at that, y'all. Look at that. Who trying to come over? All right, it's time to taste, okay? Dear Lord, thank you so much for this food. And let it be nourishment to my body. In Jesus' name, pray, amen. Cause it look good, but do it taste good? We about to find out. Oh my gosh, see, what you gotta do is you gotta take another chip, and they gotta work together. They have to work together. Look at that. I have jalapeno, I have ground beef, I have everything on one chip. That's how a nacho's supposed to be. I can't stand when I order nachos anywhere, restaurant, whatever, and like, it's not balanced. Like, don't do that. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Like I said, get one chip, find a helper, okay? Find a helper. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and squeeze a little lime on this. Oh Lord. This is about to get messy. I did that. Okay? I did that. All I know is I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Big shout out to the J team right here. If you want to shout out like them, all you gotta do is click subscribe, turn on the notification bell, let me know below. 10K likes for another one. Make sure to be bold, brave, and beautiful, and I will talk to you in my next video. Your girl about to go off, and y'all don't want to be here for it. Y'all don't want that.